So, what would be your advice for someone who's growing up without the influence of a dad or even a mother? Especially someone who's growing up without a father figure. What would you advise them to do? Because we live in times where if that person has a religious mentality, he or she gets groomed by a pastor. You know, if one is not careful, one just gets to pick up stuff. What would you advise someone in that kind of position?
To be sincere with you, the way God created human beings, God created us to have a father and a mother because they both have a part to play in our developmental state. And if a child happens to be without a father or a mother, whether the child is male or female, I'll pick a male child, for example.
Yeah.
A male child is in desperate need of a father figure if he does not have a father. He needs a father figure. Somebody has to be there to nurture the child emotionally from the masculine point of view.
Okay.
Emotionally, psychologically, and to teach that child the different aspects of life, so that that child is not just going to be dumped into the world and become an accident waiting to happen, but will be someone that is dumped into the world to effect a change as a result of the influence of a father figure. That is the importance why there is a need for a father to be there.
Interesting. You know, ironically, some of the answers you gave me today, I never knew most of those answers, all these 22 years old.
Interesting.
I did not know Jack.
I would say it wasn't like I was born with those answers.
Yes,
experience taught me.
I guess you having children has changed your perspective to fatherhood.
A great deal. Even at their birth, it's amazing. I have twins, which you know, and it was quite amazing seeing them coming out, and it gives you a different surreal feeling that man, this is real.
Yeah.
It's different from when they were in the womb, and you just feel sometimes.
Yeah, you feel movement and kicks.
You're seeing the reality. And now the responsibility is on you to either let them succeed or fail. That burden is on you. And you have to take it, not based on your own failures, not based on your own past, but based on the reality of what you want to project them to become. And just being there to guide them through that process. It's difficult, but it's exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard from my very paddy himself. He has spoken about what it is like having an absentee father in his own life. Now, let me just do something I usually would never have done. One more question. There's the question that has... I'm so sorry. There's a question that has been bugging my brain. The average Nigerian father, the son or daughter grows, especially sons, they grow to a certain age, and then the father starts to demand stuff and saying, do you know how much I paid for your school fees? Do you know how much I have invested into your life? I am your father. You must listen to me. We get that happening in a lot of Nigerian homes. Now, in 60 seconds, can you tell me what your take on that is? Do you think because you are working, so I mean, you live in the United Kingdom, and I know how getting that pounds is like, would you say because it's taking you so much to earn money, you are exchanging your life for your child's life, so that when your child gets older, you say, hey, now it's time for you to pay back? Do you think that is a right mentality?
I would not agree. It's not a right mentality, because the reality is this: that poor child sat in heaven, didn't ask you to bring them to earth. If you brought the child to earth, it's your full responsibility, because God has given that child to you as a gift for you to look after. And when you're looking after a child, you have to create a standard. You should have a standard in mind that, okay, this is the standard I want to create for my child, and you invest in that standard. That child would have given you, like my mom would say, that child would have given you at least 9 months to prepare for its coming.
That's a good one.
When that child comes, you need to put all your resources in place to make sure that child is up to the standard you created in your mind. And that standard should, I will believe, should exceed what the society says. Because if it's staying on the same level, there are chances that you'll fall below it. Because there is nothing stable in this world we're living in today.
Yes, the economy is very shaky.
Yeah, so when you aim higher than what the standard is on earth, you would be able to create more. So I don't see any reason why a father or a parent would say to the child, you have done this for you, have done this. Who should
You must
have done
pay back.
It? Who should do it? If you, the father, refuse to do it, the state, the state ain't going to do it.
Thank you.
The dad, the mother, the parents should do that for the child, because they brought the child to the world. You're responsible.
Must take care of that child.
And you must take care of the child excellently.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard that last portion. I mean, the last portion was really for me. You've heard him speak. And for those of you who have fathers who are absent in your life, he's giving you tips. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
On the show, man.
Chop knuckle.
See you guys.